I got pooped on by a bird.
Let's see it.
Okay.
I did get a full puzzle.
Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I'm Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It is a gorgeous Tuesday. We did a whole day of indoor stuff and chores and a whole school day and then some inside. I had dinner going in the oven. Now I'm getting out and finally getting going on these raised beds that I've been procrastinating at. Some for more than a year. This one we planted garlic in a couple of years in a row, and after we harvested the garlic last spring I never touched it, so it's in pretty rough shape. Pretty much the Bermuda grass took over. I started a whole huge tray of leeks, so my goal is to get this cleaned out and plant leeks. I decided not to do garlic this year because it just was not a great producer for us any of the years that we planted. So instead we're going for a different sort of route and going with leeks. Someone asked in our garden update if we were going to do potatoes or onions. I have done potatoes and onions for the last several years, but we just decided this year to skip it because onions were never great for us, though we did figure out last year that our root vegetables do much better in raised beds than in our earth garden soil. So until we have the back to Eden method, building up a healthier topsoil for a few more years, we're just going to stick to doing root vegetables in our raised beds. And potatoes, we tried for a couple of years and I just didn't have much luck. I always felt like they did not produce much for the amount of space they took up. We did get a few small potatoes from each plant every year, so we definitely got back more than we planted, but it just wasn't worth it to us. Could be a user error, could be that I'm just not very good at it yet, but I am determined to dedicate my time in the garden and my space in the garden to what I know we can grow well here and I know we eat lots of, with a few exceptions. I have been asked lots of times how this incredible, unexpected little girl growing in my belly is going to impact our gardening, and it no doubt will impact our gardening. She is due in August, which is pretty darn close to the peak of harvesting time around here. So it can't really not have an impact, because not only will I just frankly not be doing much gardening after she comes, but I will no doubt be moving much, much slower before she comes in the weeks leading up to her arrival. So I am being an absolute realist. I'm changing things up. The seeds that I started are the things that we really love and eat lots of fresh. And ideally, I would love to preserve even more than we preserved last year. My goal is to really teach the kids a lot more about preserving by getting them involved and having their help. In the past years, I have been frankly getting them in bed and powering through late at night. But I don't really have that option this year. I'm going to need help. So my plan is to teach them by showing them. And I know that means that it'll go slower at first. But ultimately, it should mean more knowledgeable helpers.
Job chapter 3 verses 1 through 2.
Can you read it to me?
After a while, Job opened his mouth and called a curse down on the day he was born. May the day I was born be witness. Job 3, 1 through 2.
Okay. All right. Good job. Thank you. Does that mean you're done with schoolwork for the day? Awesome. Okay. Go get a molasses cookie. Thankfully, it seems like once I'm getting these big wads of Bermuda grass pulled out by the root, the soil is just beautiful in there. So I am really happy about that.
I'm Santa to the sky. Mama, the sky. Pretended he am Santa. I'm too.
Pull it out until it's tight, but this thing, the tightness it in this knot, so that's what, let's see how it's next to it, so that's what this thing is for. There you go. And it's all done. Woohoo! Look at all those mountains of Bermuda grass. It is covered, it is totally weeded, all ready for planting. So I covered it because we have cats with a really nasty habit of turning our raised beds into their litter boxes if they're not covered physically like that or covered with like vegetation and growth. So yeah, that is covered. It'll stay that way until it's ready for planting. So we planted our carrots and beets in those other 2 covered beds, but we're left, we kind of rigged some sticks at the end of the beds to hold it up so it's more of a greenhouse effect so that the cats don't trash them before the carrots and beets have a chance to sprout. And now it's time to check on dinner. Perfect. And then we'll check the temperature on the chicken.
It's like in James and the Giant Peach. No fruit.
Because we have less mulberries this year.
Not really, because we cut down the dead ones. Let's get the table cleared and set, well, cleared and wiped off so we can play a game. Snuff.
Who's always guilty?
Yeah. To ignore me yelling at him.
This is what I got. It's one of the things that I got. You look black and blue.
Daddy, the cat. Okay, so pocket's blue.
Or something. Maybe the instructions. It says how shifty the people are and what they act like. Like stuff that's happened that could have.
I don't know, your mom's pretty shifty. 9.
Yeah.
9!
You're the mustard.
9.
6, 7, 8.
All right, hands up.
I'm in the lounge. Hang on, let me get my cards here. Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating.
I'm green.
You put me there.
Okay.
Going wild on him.
What's it say?
Name one weapon you want revealed.
Okay.
Candlestick. Body preschooler.
I'm going to say,
Are you suggesting or accusing?
I am accusing.
Shocker! Daddy prematurely making an accusation?
Wow, unusual.
And I'm going to say it was Mr. Green
Mr. Green,
with the wrench
with the wrench.
in the ballroom.
All right, you look.
You're
Daddy's
already
gonna look at the
smirking.
envelope. No, look.
That's because you're at the ballroom.
Dun dun dun.
Who did I say?
You said Mr. Green with the wrench in the ballroom.
I'm out.
You always do that. Mustard with the revolver in the billiard room. Okay, Annie, do you have any of those things?
All right.
Mama.
And now it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to make an accusation.
An accusation! What are you going to do?
Get it right. I'm going to accuse
Oh.
Professor Plum
Dun dun.
in the ballroom with the wrench.
Oh, is she gonna win? Drum roll, everyone.
Yes! Woo! Anyone?
I think that's gonna about do it for us tonight. We had a good, productive day. It was a beautiful spring day. It's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow. So, hopefully I can get more gardening done. Maybe take a peek for the first time in the beehive for the spring, since it's gonna be so nice. Check how things are going there. But right now, I need to get inside and make some little boys' beds. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. As always, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to hang out for more. We'll see you again soon.